This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, March the 15th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. And before I forget it, don't forget the First Alert Storm Team at ABC 3340 will be at Burton Campers in Calera on Tuesday from 4 to 6:30. Come by anytime and say hello. Surface weather map this morning features a large high pressure over the eastern half of the country, and that is going to allow us to see the weather return to something a little more akin to what we'd like to see after a rather long week of clouds. In the upper atmosphere, the trough is finally moving off into the east coast, and that will be replaced with a ridge for a couple of days, giving us some good weather. And temperatures across the country are actually relatively mild for this time of March, with very little in the way of freezing weather, except up in New England and across the Great Lakes area. Across central Alabama, temperatures this morning are generally in the 50s. We see that Tuscaloosa is actually a warm spot at 61 degrees, and we do have a little bit of patchy fog around, and those clouds should be giving way by afternoon. Rainfall is not expected to be very heavy, and we're going to be dry for the first part of the week with some precipitation possible by Wednesday and into Thursday. And the Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any thunderstorms for day one, no thunderstorms for day two, and on day three, we do see that we have some thunderstorms over Texas and southern New Mexico and southeastern Arizona, but no organized severe thunderstorms are forecast. All right, let's get right to the 06Z GFS model run, and there's the surface high pressure that is settling in over the area, and in the upper atmosphere, we see the general troughiness is beginning to move off the east coast, and that will be replaced as we get a little ridge building between that low over Baja and the trough over the east coast. And we see that ridge building up on Monday, so that should give us a nice sunny day with temperatures climbing well into the 70s across central Alabama with surface high pressure. By Tuesday, the ridge is dampening down a little bit in response to the northerly stream. And that southerly stream also, we begin on Wednesday to see a little short wave coming out of the southern Rockies, and that will be enough, I think, to bring us some clouds in the early part of Wednesday, and then we should maybe by afternoon be seeing some possibility of scattered showers across central Alabama. That short wave will move by fairly quickly, as we see on Thursday, as the short wave is over the southern Appalachians, and that will bring that rain into the area Thursday, and then probably be ending by the afternoon on Thursday as we dry out for Friday, and we'll cool off a little bit as we see the northern stream beginning to become a little more active and push a little bit further to the south. So that brings the 540 line, kind of a demarcation there of the colder air, brings that down into the Ohio River Valley on Friday, and then we see on Saturday that the trough over the east coast digs in a little bit, and again that brings that cooler air down, especially across into the east coast, the mid-Atlantic coast area. And by the time we get out to Sunday, a week from today, we see that we do have this troughiness over the eastern half of the country, and once again that is at least cooler temperatures. That'll ought to drop us back to lows in the 30s and highs in the 50s, and perhaps even the lower half of the 60s. Looking out into Voodoo Country, the overall pattern remains fairly active. We do see a fairly warm period around the 25th with a fairly substantial ridge over the eastern half of the country, organized, or the ridge bulging up basically just to the east of the Mississippi River Valley. But we also note that there's a substantial trough out to the west, and that actually moves our way and becomes a problem for us around the 28th and 29th. This is the upper air pattern for the 29th. But by this time, we will have seen some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms across the eastern third of the country. And this also would indicate that winter's not completely over, as we should see temperatures fall back into the 30s with highs maybe in the 50s. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Sunday. James Spann will be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day and Godspeed.